I don't know why I'm on this.
So every now and then I have your well, when your side comes up, we have it's pretty early. I love it when vacations wrap up. The energy is so great. Harrison, would you ring the bell for us?
What's that?
All right, Harrison's gonna ring the bell for us. I know. Go. Some way. Right amount. Okay, for those of you who are brand new to our team meeting, you will get your chance to ring the gong. That's the way our meeting starts. It is my least favorite part, but it's very, very clear that the meeting is going to start. So thank you all for coming. It's so great to see. Who all just had a vacation and came back? Because gosh, there are people, just 2 of you? Seriously? Wow. The vacation energy continues. I love to see that. We do the work that we do so that we can live the lives that we are designing. So Jeremy came back from vacation. You just got back from vacation. Ask them where they went. I'm sure they were good places, fun times. Oh gosh. Awesome. We're going to dive right in. I need to congratulate Katie Appleton for her first closing with us. Congratulations. That's always a big mark. And then I also want to, Carly, welcome. Carly Tatum, raise your hand. Carly's just joined us. She just went live yesterday at like 5:01, something like that. So you guys, coming to Keller Williams, we know can be a lot. You guys are fabulous. There's a lot of information to share. And part of our value is sitting in this room right here. So please welcome Carly. She comes to us from another brokerage, so she's going to be learning new things. She's got good production and she's looking forward to growing it even bigger and being part of this amazing group. So I'm super excited about that. Nice. Welcome. Jackson joined us a little bit ago, but this is the first time that he's been able to sit to our team meeting not as a guest. So welcome here. And Honey, Geographic Myra Realty. And then we also have some other guests who are here to check us out. So we love that. Love your questions. Love the energy. Please come anytime. And if you guys are working with some great co-brokes and you think they just need a shot of what this energy provides, because you guys are amazing, please know that you can always invite people to this meeting anytime. What we teach is broker agnostic, which means you can apply it at anywhere. It always works really well here because we teach this all the time. And this is the environment that we grow in and we love guests. So congrats, Katie. We're going to talk just a tiny bit about our mission, vision, values, because that's always what we start with. Oh, is that is not working? Sorry, guys.
It wasn't working for me last night.
Okay, well, we'll figure that out. Just not right now. You guys, I wanted to share a couple things on this. First, this is going to be a little complicated, so hang with me. Apparently, Keller Williams Milwaukee has, the MLS has been looking into us because we are, by brokerage, the largest brokerage that does Keller Williams to Keller Williams deals. Yeah, woo, right?
That's awesome.
That is awesome. That is awesome. The MLS wanted to make sure that we were not doing anything inappropriate. So we weren't incenting it inappropriately or making it an environment where it would not be acceptable to do deals outside of KW to KW. And what they found was that not only do we not do unethical things, but the reason that we have the agent to agent deals that we have is because of the learning environment that all of you have raised your hands for, that you're cooperative and collaborative and you talk to each other about opportunities and you look out for each other in ways that is just not, there are great brokerages everywhere and everybody has a good fit. We just have something special that shows up in our numbers.
How did they determine that?
How did they determine that we had? Well, they looked at our policies. They wanted to make sure that we weren't incenting financially. You know, there's some financial incentives. There are different commission splits when it's co-broke to co-broke. We don't have that, right? We are very transparent with who we are. And they kind of watched how we interacted with each other. And they determined, I'm sorry, what?
We talk more.
We talk more. We do
Which is the
talk
only
more.
way you're allowed to advertise in off-market listings.
Yes, we talk more, correct. It's not even off market. It's stuff that goes, that's stuff that's listed. So we just have more, we just cooperate in a way that really stood out to them. And to me, that's a wonderful mission, vision, values moment, because when y'all sign up for this, you don't know what you're getting into. And oftentimes brokers can feel on the surface like we're very, very similar. But what really creates a brokerage are the people here, and you guys create a very different environment for each other, and I'm really proud to be a part of it. So thank you all for being my mission. So that's that. Well, and this is a part of the way that we share information. Just a reminder, as you guys are, if you have stuff that's coming up, we can share it. We have a way that we scrub it to make sure that it's all legit. So the reminders are sent every Friday and Sunday. Everything's reviewed on Monday, and then it comes out on Tuesday morning. So if you're not getting this, let me know, and we'll make sure that you're in the distribution of anything that's coming down the pipe. Okay. Okay, and then the other thing that we have been doing, I'm not sure if you've had the chance to look into this or not, but we've started a kind of a promotional piece that highlights some of the great work that we're doing. We're calling it the 5 and 5 questions, 5 answers with realtors in the KW world who are doing great things. Pete Gosman is going to be highlighted here. I have a list of people that I would like highlighted from this office. If you'd like to chat with me to make sure you're on that list, or like when your turn is coming, let me know and we'll make sure that these go out. These go out on LinkedIn, they go out on Facebook. There are ways to promote. When you see it, Willis puts them together. He will tag you. My suggestion is pick it up and send it out. Make sure that all of your people know that this is coming. It's a great way to get validity where you don't have to say, hey, it's me and this is what I do. Just have your work speak for you. And speaking of social media, one of the other things that you could be doing when you come here to a team meeting, tag that you're at Keller Williams Milwaukee Southwest, because what that does is elevate all of us all at the same time. If all, I don't know, 30 of us say we're here, that all of a sudden bumps us up in the algorithm. So, okay, and then Abigail's going to come up here and talk to us a little bit. This is a save the date.
Yes.
Coming here for fall. So
a month ago, I talked about KWIP. We have our chapter launch September 8th and 9th downtown Milwaukee. It was originally in Madison, now it's Milwaukee. So Chelsea is also on the board with me.
no.
So the 8th will be at the Mecca downtown in the Deer District from I think like 5 to 7. It'll be networking. It'll be agents from all across the state, which is great. And then we're hoping to get a bunch from out of the country all over. So I know we have a bunch from Chicago coming up, and then hoping to get as many as possible. It's free if you're a member, KWYP member, which is only $40 a month. So you can sign up and then just quit it if you want. Otherwise it's $70 or $80, I think, to sign up. And then Saturday, the 9th from 11 to 3, 4-ish. We're going to have our education at the North Shore office downstairs in the big open area. And we'll have a speaker, David Morse. And then we're going to have a few other agents speaking on the panel. We'll have lunch there, of course, I think. And then after, we're doing a boat cruise downtown. So it'll definitely be worth it, even if you just get a ticket, just because all the networking with all the different agents. And I mean, free food and drinks, like who doesn't want to come? So
A good time. You guys should join and hang out.
and again, you don't have to be under 40. You don't have to be a kid to join. You don't have to be, okay?
Question.
Yeah.
So just for KWYP in general, I
Yep.
asked several, I still have not gotten any answers. Find an
Yeah.
answer, that'd be great.
Yep.
Do you only have to be an agent, or could like admins be part of KWYP?
That's a really good question. I don't know. I'll get the answer for you. Again, I've been part of KWF for like 3 months, and this is our launch, so we're very new to the area.
I
But-
can't imagine.
As long as you pay and join, I don't. Yeah,
I would, yeah, just
Yeah.
sign. And if, yeah, if they kick you up, let us know.
just make them pay for you.
100%,
No doubt.
sign up.
If they say no, send it to me.
Yes, and me too. Yes, you need to be in. Yes, it's young professionals. We teach the model of how important our administrative staff are. So yes, administrative staff and youngins, even over 40, to just have a young
Just
perspective.
if you're under 40 to be on like a board member,
Okay.
otherwise to be a member of the organization, you will be any.
Yeah, you can hang out with those young people and, you know, yeah,
Okay,
we get it.
yes,
High
and
five, young people still high five.
okay, and at the next meeting, we're gonna dive into the difference between childlike and childish. So it's all good. Okay, it's all good. Love it. Thank you so much. All right, Defender Dawn, it's all you.
Defender Dawn.
Age is a mindset.
Yeah.
Age is a mindset, that's for sure.
It is. Quick, just, I don't have a ton today, so just for you guys, just a reminder that if you are reducing your listing commissions below 5%, you need to have permission. So you would have, if that's a situation that you're in for one reason or the other, you would be reaching out to Diana to have a conversation about that, being able to talk about why you're doing that. But just remember, like, guys, don't sell yourself short. So you have the work that you do has value. So, you know, just don't sell yourself short unless it's, you know, this is for very special situations only. Yes.
Does that also apply to dual representation?
So for a single party, it's if it is below 3%. That's the, can't see very well from this angle. Yes.
Is there also an exception if you've been already capped? Because I thought that was the previous rule.
Nope, so 5%, under 5%, you need to talk to them to have permission. So if it's, when you get approval, if it is below 5% overall, 2.6% for the listing side. If the buyer sale commission is below 2.0, if single party is below 3%. But just remember that short sales, foreclosure, situations where you don't have control over the commission do not apply. So if it's something where it's being dictated outside of you, that's different. But if it's something where you're setting the commission, you, if you're going below those amounts, you need to have approval. Yes.
And you guys, the reason we do that is not to, the reason we do that is because most new people struggle with their value, frankly. That is the only reason that we like to have that conversation. You're a professional, you've earned every dollar you've had. Maybe you're struggling to overcome an objection. Maybe you don't know how to present your value. I can't tell you the number of people who have raised their hand early in their career and said, well, I'm going to go out like this. And if you do that, you set yourself up to have to overcome that for the next deal and the next deal and the next deal. So absolutely, there are legitimate times when you're going to do something, you're going to be in a position where you can offer something to somebody that they wouldn't otherwise have the opportunity to have. And if that means a commission cut and it makes sense, we will do everything we can to support you. We are not out to make life difficult for you. The hardest part, though, is often setting that stage initially so that when you go down the road and the next time you have 6 or somebody referred you and you gave them a great deal, but you now want 6% from the person they referred to, you have no problem getting that. So the initial conversation is primarily to help you understand your business and your worth. After that, we'll have, I mean, how can we make sure that you get paid, right? Because the work you do is worthwhile and valuable and you should be getting paid. So, don't short yourself.
It also ensures us as like a KW population, we're all operating about the same. We're not having
Correct.
one guy that just joined us and is advertising Facebook ads for 3%.
Yep.
Correct.
Yep.
We are not, we are a full
Service.
program.
Yes. Yeah, and then to even like back to your question, Melissa, to even qualify to have that possibly approved, depending on the situation, you would have to have contributed at least $6,000 in the last 12 months towards company dollar. So even if you're capital, you need to have permission. And then quick reminder with that as well, 2.4% is what we offer for the Cobra. And if you're going below that, there needs to be a very special circumstance where you have approval ahead of time as well.
Yeah, we are seeing
So-
more and more brokerages out there that are promoting at 2%. And every time it's just a little gut punch.
Yep.
You guys work too hard for that.
Yep.
So.
It's 3% in Madison. I'm like, oh,
3-3.
It's 3-3 in Madison, and there, I mean, there are different,
Almost the whole country's.
correct, correct. So we just want to have a conversation.
And someone brought up, which I thought was a really good point, sorry to interrupt, but that on solds, so because you're looking at comps, that there should be something on there for appraisal issues. Because if you're using a comp and you know it didn't appraise, well, then I wouldn't use it as a comp.
Defender Don?
Oh, we can talk about there. I mean, that's something that we'd have a conversation with MLS about.
MLS, yeah.
Yep. Yep, I'll make a note of it. Any other questions about this?
I just want to know what color you'd like your cape.
Oh.
Green. Green is your favorite color. Okay, thank you for that update. And I'm gonna hold off on tech. Kathleen's gonna join us in about 15 minutes. So at 12:30, she's gonna dive into some of the new things that are coming in terms of marketing that you can use your tech for. I will say one of the things as we get ready for, you're gonna get a little sneak peek, you guys. Great. Okay, we're gonna start here. Marketing is a big thing and we want to keep bringing different opportunities for you so that you can brand yourself and be out there. We had the opportunity to have an intern this year who did a lot of our legwork on our marketing that you all could pick up then and put your brand on. Stinker has to go back to school. We're losing them, but we're looking. So if you know somebody who's interested in marketing, interested in building their resume, would like to perhaps be an intern in our office, let us know and we'll go through.
Paid
a
or
process.
unpaid?
Paid. That's about all I know though. Like, I don't know if it's 2 cents or 2,000 or what, but I did your pay.
Right.
It's very good. Had complimenter back there. So there we go. Looking for an internship if you know anybody who's interested. Okay, training calendar came out. Big week next week at Mega Camp. There will be a spreadsheet going out later today for all of my Mega Camp attendees to list kind of where you're staying. Do you need a room? Do you need a ticket still? Do you have a roommate? That kind of thing. So we'll be able to coordinate with that. I understand that there's an Empire Builders
Yep.
event
It's
on Monday night.
From 6 to 7:30. It will be at the conference center, 7th floor rooftop. Or Fairmont, I'm sorry, yes. And I can send you the link if you want to send the link out to.
Perfect. And then,
Yes, it's for anybody. And Nicole and I already signed up, so we will be there.
and they have their
And
outfits.
I
So
have
if we
an
want to,
I
coordinate,
don't have enough.
do that. There is another opportunity then I believe Maureen Staley is putting a dinner together for people on Tuesday night, should they choose to go. So we'll have information on that as well. One of the things that is on that spreadsheet is if you would like to be part of the group text to let everybody know where we're sitting and all that good stuff. So please fill that out when you get that. The reason I share this is because that when there is an event like this, we want to incent as many people as possible to join us. There's a lot of information that comes from that. So our education calendar gets a little bit lighter around our conference times. You'll notice next week, there's no team meeting. Michelle, are you going to do Capper group? Okay, so it's, okay, so there is still, the Capper group is happening. How about objections and conversations? Okay. So there is still a good reason to come to the office Tuesday morning to kind of dive into your skill building. You're welcome to do that. And then on Thursday, Focus is going to be doing a lunch. I'm not sure excited about that. So that's next week, a little bit later.
Are we aware of any like Milwaukee KW happy hour thing or any of the, just so, because we're bringing a bunch of our team and we don't want to plan anything for our team that would conflict with.
Also, we have clients out there that want to meet up with us, so we're trying to pre-plan.
There's a lot. We're trying to organize.
There has historically been a KW happy hour, and I'm guessing that we will have information on that this afternoon. So we'll get that out.
Cool.
And if you're not in and this is exciting and you feel left out, I'm really sorry. And there's a conference in February. Come to that.
And you can still go.
And you can still go.
And it's
Yeah. Well, this one's in Austin. You can still go. We'll get you in. February, family reunion in Vegas. Come, dive in. There are always new things to learn, always really great information, new releases that are coming out. I have a feeling we're going to hear some new things about databases. Very excited about that. Okay, so that's next week. This week, there are a handful of things to share. Ignite is wrapping up. Tomorrow is the last day. So congratulations to everybody who hung in there. The next time you'll have the opportunity to dive in is next January. Maureen is doing the last session tomorrow up here at 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. You do not need to be signed up to do this. This tends to, if you have not signed up, if you have not gone to any, but you are curious and you'd like to sit in, Maureen's a great teacher. It's a great way to wrap up the class and to keep you motivated to continue doing the work that you need to do to build the business. So I would invite you to that. And then right after at 1 o'clock tomorrow, there's our very own Nicole. We are doing a client engagement panel. We talk about all of the different ways that you can build your business. And one of them certainly is working with your clients and making sure they stay engaged long after the transaction has closed. There's also ways that you can build that community throughout your transaction. And these three are three of the best. So come, that one's on Zoom, and we invite you to that as well. So it's exciting. Productivity coaching this Thursday. We're going to get some information on working with lenders. So that'll be great. And then we also have a productivity coaching on Monday nights. So if you are unable to regularly attend classwork during the day or meetings during the day, or you know someone who would benefit from growing and the evening classes are the way to go, come to our evening class at 5:30.
We'll add James are not. This
So we'll find a substitute and it'll be great. We don't even know who it's going to be. It's going to be amazing. So great. So. Okay, and then we do have Lunch and Learn Title 201. It's going to be up here. Lynn, do you want to talk a little bit about what this is?
Sure. So we are very fortunate, as you, most of you know, to be partnered closely with Nightberry Title. Scott Hutchinson is one of the general counsel with Nightberry Title. Just an amazing human being with so much information. This will be a little bit deeper of a dive, as much as we can accomplish in an hour. As far as like the title, like who are our owners who can sign? If I have an LLC, who's supposed to sign for the LLC? So it's a really nice deeper dive into the title and what we're looking for. So if you can make it, we would love to have you, and I hope to have something good for lunch. RSVP, so I know how good I can actually make
Absolutely, please RSVP. And really thank you. We have partners in the room. If you guys are partners of ours, would you stand up and Lynn, you to stand up. Okay, so lots of lender partners, transaction partner, title partner. You guys help make us look good. Thank you for the work that you guys do, truly, to keep us going. And a special thank you to Lynn. I've seen, if you guys have been in the office in the last couple of months, you've seen her progress towards health. So keep all the healthy vibes out to you. Keep going. Oh, say Mega Camp, still time. Scan, join us, come, okay? Okay, and this is a really, really early save the date, December 1st.
Wow.
December 1st.
Thank you for that.
December 1st, there's the holiday party. Christmas is coming. Well, we're 3 months ahead, 3 months ahead. December 1st, St. Kate's, ample parking. St. Kate's, ample parking, lots of stuff to do for the party. And perhaps there are after parties that I am unaware of right now, but there are perhaps our opportunities. Our KW community comes out. Generally, this is a spouse or partner or date. I have not seen kids at this, so I don't anticipate that will change this year. So it's a fun party. So come out, come play, mark your calendar. Okay. Kids will be welcome at the Halloween party. Trunk or treat. More information on that. probably in 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Just spinning your. All right, are we good? Okay. All right, so I'm gonna do a little bit of a deep dive into numbers. If you have questions on these numbers, Charlie can answer them for you. Charlie can answer them, or Scott. I'm pretty sure Scott can answer them for you too. I mean, I can, but I'm wordy, you guys. I'll do my best. But couple different things. We're looking at lag metrics and lead metrics. Do those make sense, those terms? Somebody tell me what a lag metric is.
Already happened.
Look at after the fact.
Correct. It already happened. We can't do anything about it. It's like if I go out to dinner and I eat a lot and I get on that scale, that's a lag metric. It tells me what I did. Okay. Closed units is a lag metric. One of the things that's really important, this is from March compared to March the year before, April this year compared to April the year before, right? So these are month-to-month comparables over the past 12 years, and we're looking at how we did. You can see in March, we were down 31% for closed units, April down 30, May 24, June 25, July 21. Okay, so that's a trend line. That creates a trend line. From -31 to -21 is a positive trend, even if they're down, right? That means we are gaining ground. Okay. Yes, Ethan.
This is just observed.
This is MLS data. This is the entire Metro MLS. Good question. Okay, so the year-to-date actuals for closed units is 22,000. That's really the number I want you to think about. Okay, because when you think about your business, many of you are looking for 12, 24, if you're, maybe a couple hundred, right? But if you look at that percentage compared to 22,000, there's opportunity, right? There's opportunity. You can fit in there. Your business can fit in there. Listings taken is a lead metric. Why is that? They haven't closed. Gives you an idea of what's coming down the pipe, right? So we're always looking at one of the things that we do when we talk about your business at KW is we want you to focus on your listings. You control the inventory, you control the market. And oftentimes when you bring listings, you can get more clients from your listings than you can from buyers, right? Because your marketing's out front. You're talking to more people. You have the opportunity to farm on and on and on. It's just a little bit easier, a little bit relative, right? Okay, so let's look at that trend line again. 27, -31, -27, -28, -22. Okay, so thank God for that -22. It's still a positive trend, not quite as striking as the closed units one, but it is moving in the right direction. That total is 14,784. So again, if you think about you want 10, you want 20 for your business particularly, there's business being done. The question I would have you ask yourself is, are you doing the business? Are you doing what is required to get that business? Okay, and then we look at contracts written, that's from the buy side. We also see the positive trend here. So what we can tell is things are getting a touch better for the MLS. The next piece then is for you guys to really look at your own business to see how you stack up in here. And again, the piece I really want you to be taking is what business is possible for you. Because you have to believe that your business is possible because your clients are hearing, oh, the market's down. This is a bad time. I shouldn't be doing this. So you have to be the voice out there that says, it's really not the worst time in the world. And here's why. So you have to be ready with that here's why, so that you can talk to people and have them feel comfortable putting their biggest financial decision in many cases in your hands. Okay. Okay, so now we're going to look at some of the units under contract. We have there's a change, right? We are slightly down 1,865 units from July 22. That's down 22%. From July 2021, that's down 31%. So you can see the numbers right there. Again, under contract is down, and why? What? Fewer listings. That's right. This remains an inventory challenged market. no surprise, right? Okay. Sales absorption, does anyone know, quick, what does sales absorption mean?
Like the absorption.
One more time, Ethan? Okay, that go under contract.
Are you talking about absorption rates?
Mhm.
So like months of inventory?
Nope, not months of so Ethan said it, how much is out there versus how much gets picked up. Okay, so, right, the 33%, that means that much that's coming on the market is getting picked up quickly. Okay, does that make sense? Okay, so what we can see here, there is less inventory, but the rate is pretty consistent with what it's been July a year ago and July 2 years ago. So if something comes on the market, it is selling at about the same rate that it has in the past. Does that make sense? I see Scott thinking hard. Does that make sense? Okay, thank you. Here's my check. Okay, so if you bring something to market, very, very good chance it's going to get sold. It is worth your time to help sellers understand why now is a good time to bring something to market. Okay, and this average days on market a year ago was 11% faster than it is today. The average is 26 days on market. July 2021, it's about the same. So again, houses aren't sitting for a long time, which all of these numbers make sense when you look at them all together. The absorption rate remained about the same. The days on market remains about the same. Those two play together, same category, okay? Okay, months of supply. This is what you were talking about. Is it a buyer's market? Is it a seller's market? 1.8 months of supply, same as 2022, same as 2021. Okay, so it's definitely a seller's market. Same, they are in control, just less inventory, okay? New inventory units. Here's where, again, no surprise, this is what we're feeling as we're trying to list, and people are saying, no, I don't want to right now. 2,308 units came on, that's 22% below last July and 36 below July 2021. Okay, you can see the numbers there too. So total inventory. You can see again, down 20, down to 32. All makes sense. There's nothing glaring.
5,600.
Yeah, thank you. What was that?
It's still 5,600 units.
Okay, so there's a lot. That's more than, certainly more than we bring as KW as a whole, right? So there's business out there. People are getting business. And the reason I share that is not to make anyone feel bad if they are struggling. I share that because if they can do it, you can do it, right? And so what is the tool? How do you help people feel good about it or understand the need or the urgency? Okay, and part of that has to do with this, pricing, right? Average price is up $368,000 over last year, 5%. Over July 2021, 16%. Okay. Everybody, well, not everybody. A lot of people want to know, am I spending too much? Is this a bad time? Am I going to get what I am owed if I put my house on the market? And one of the things that we know is that time in the market will beat timing the market any day. So if you got somebody who's holding on, like I'm gonna go next month, it's gonna be better next month. How long are you going to stay in that house? Is it going to be 7 years? Is it going to be more than 7 years? Very good chance you're going to do very well if you do that. Nobody has a crystal ball. We can't say for sure, but that is the historic pattern. Okay. Price per square foot, 109. Every time the slide comes out, I have to say I know that what my square foot is, and I try to figure out what my house is going to be every time. $197 per square foot. Okay, that's up 4% from 2022 and a whopping 16% from 2021. So we've had historically good prices, which is great. I mean, it's great for our sellers and for our buyers who will be in that market for a while. It makes sense. Okay, and this is something that I'm very proud to share. I also find it very interesting. This is a comparison of the top brokerages across the area. And what I find fun about this slide is that we're the #1 most productive brand. And what do we know about our brand, you guys?
It's awesome.
Yes, yes, I love it. Thank you, James. What else do we know about our brand?
For MLS, it's awesome. You can't just say that. Like it's, you
Yes,
gotta quote the source.
yes, quote the
It's
source.
awesome for MLS.
It's awesome for MLS.
For MLS, yeah. That's perfect.
James. Says, okay. What is distinctive about how KW brands?
Our training,
It's agent centric.
agent centric, it's production.
Or team centric.
Agent centric, team centric. So KW doesn't sell a single house. I do not sell houses. I don't know how to sell houses. I'm a terrible house seller. I don't even call it right. I'm a house seller. Guys, I mean, come on. You all sell houses. Your brand is different. If you're sitting next to somebody in your team, it's probably the same, but if you're sitting next to a different team, you're gonna look different. But the power of KW, the KW community, this brand is the #1 brand in the Market Center. I mean, come on, that doesn't happen, but it happened. Super exciting. #1 most productive brand, up 5.1% more of market share than #2 happens to be Shore West. Now, again, caveat, everybody's business is down. We are down slightly less than the market average, which means all of you are kicking it. So congratulations. Thank you all for your hard work. Really good. Really good. And one of the things that we tell you that I will also share, if you take market share in a down market, which this would indicate you do, kind of never give it back. It's one of the best opportunities to grow your business because now you've got a whole bunch of clients that know that you will stick with them in tough times. So great work just across the board. Really proud of you guys. Reflected in our gross commission income in July, we paid over $6 million in commissions across all of the Milwaukee KW. So that's remarkable. That's great. Year to date, we have paid 30 million in commissions. So great work, everybody. Great work. And if you know, get your fair share of that. Yes, thank you. Yes. Yes. Truth and honesty, I was charged with making the team meeting more fun, and I'm sorry, I'm just not that fun of a person. But we funny,
Yeah.
right? Funny. And I'm taking suggestions on how to make it fun. Zach raised his hand. If there's an air gun that comes at some point in the meeting, I had nothing to do with it, but we will do some fun things down the road.
Smoke machine.
30 million on the screen. Yeah, yeah, that's definitely a start. Profit share for July is 118,648, up 20% from July 2022. So that's awesome. Year to date, 514,141. They're really good numbers, up 1.3. Okay, profit share comes out the 21st. Check here. Okay, and then this just reminds us that you can get your fair share. Okay, so who has people going back to school? Littles, handful. Okay, and who are, keep hands up, who are former teachers? Littles and family. Okay, so dance teacher counts. Yes. One of the things I want to share as we look at those numbers and we know there's opportunity, I know that there are some of you sitting out there, some of you in Zoom land sitting out there thinking, wow, I'm down from where I was last year and I'm down from where I want to be. How do I take advantage of that? And this is what I want to share with you. It's a mindset thing.
Nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up. All the way up. All the way up. I'm all the way up.
Take a second and imagine that you were a tiger. Sweet, huh? But before you get cocky, there's a catch. You live in a zoo. You spend most of your time in a cage. Every meal is given to you right on time, and you always have fresh, cold water to wash it down. Your life is insanely easy. Everything is done for you. You are insanely safe. You always have protection. You're living that hashtag Zoo Tiger life. Stay with me. I promise we're going somewhere with this. Now imagine that you're a tiger that lives in the jungle. Let's talk about your life. You have to find your own food. You have to find your own shelter. You have to learn to protect yourself and your cubs at all times. Your life is not that easy. Your life is not that safe. Your life involves quite a bit of struggle. You live in the wild, and the truth is, it's really hard. Quiz time. What would happen if we took our friend the zoo tiger and put it into the wild?
Hold on, I'm gonna try to make this full screen. If anyone knows how to help me fast. Huh?
This is for Monday.
I don't know how to make this full screen. Somebody help me.
Somebody help.
Somebody help me.
I understand your pain. I'm
Somebody help
sweating
me.
right now.
I know, me too.
I'm sweating right now. I'm like, I get it.
I just have somebody
This is
leave
why I
the
have a
room.
meeting this morning.
Yeah.
I was like, the video won't work.
Yeah, the video won't work.
Right.
What? To the right?
Probably to the right, he goes down and to the left. The top of this window, like.
Can you hit escape?
To the window.
To the.
Oh,
There
look
you
at that.
Was it escape?
Yeah.
I did it.
Did it.
Yes.
All right.
Good job,
We
Johnny.
have a dead zoo tiger on our hands. Why? The zoo tiger spent a lot of time living the chill life and like no time developing any real skills that would help it survive in the wild. It doesn't know how to hunt because all of its meals were hand delivered. It doesn't know how to protect itself because it's never really faced any danger. How about the jungle tiger? How does it do in the wild? It survives. Why? It learns to hunt, learns to protect itself, learns to survive in the wild by living in the wild. It learns from and because of the struggle and challenges that it faces. Also, I want to point out, it had to learn and get good at it all. It couldn't just sit there after a failed hunt and go, maybe hunting just isn't my thing. Maybe I'm just not a hunter. No, it had to do it all. Key points. They were both tigers. They both had similar tools, sharp teeth, an insane bird, sweet stripes. Their ability to learn and the skills that they developed had nothing to do with their natural talents and tools and everything to do with the way that they were trained. The hard, the not safe, the not easy approach, the approach that involved struggle, allowed the jungle tiger to do something that the zoo tiger had no chance of doing. The easy and the safe approach led to no learning. So this is how tigers learn to survive in the wild. But this is also how we are built to learn. If you dive into the science of learning, a few principles arise. Now, one of the most important is we learn best when we're operating at the edge of our abilities, a little bit outside of our comfort zone, and when we're stretched and challenged. Do you see how your comfort zone is a lot like the cage in the zoo? Like when you're in your comfort zone, it's easy, it is safe, you look good, there's not very much struggle or mistakes. But just like the zoo tiger, you're not getting better. So I have good news and bad news. The good news, unlike tigers, we have a choice. We can choose the way that we approach life and learn. We can choose to live in the wild or live in the zoo. Now the bad news is most of us choose wrong. Because a lot of our stories and beliefs, most of us get boxed in the cage, boxed in our comfort zone. And we do this to ourselves, but we also do it to others. You are not a math person, just can't dance. Maybe public speaking just isn't your thing. These are all stories. These all label us and put us in boxes. These all talk about learning with a fixed mindset, saying that we are good or not good at something, that we can't or don't have to grow.
Okay, I'm gonna pause him right there. My point, his point, is that if you are not uncomfortable a little bit every day, you're not gonna grow to what you are potentially capable of doing, right? So I used to end team meetings by saying, I release you to the wilds. I believe that's true. You guys gotta learn how to hunt. It's gonna feed your families, build your life by design. right? And as you're working with your kids and they're going back to school and they get comfortable and they don't want to learn, help them remember to be that tiger in the wild. Okay. So that's the dude. And Kathleen's here. So she's going to go back and do some marketing for us, which I'm super excited about. Thank you, Tech Alex. I'm gonna let you go. Okay. Yes. Okay. It would be faster to do.
Okay, so I just wanted to quickly go over some of the smart plans that have been released in the last couple of weeks that you can use really simply to send out touches to your database. So remember, these smart plans don't require you to edit anything at all. You just download them and send them. So the first one that's out that hopefully you've sent out already is the Packer schedule. Guys, preseason starts like this week or something. Yeah, so definitely if you haven't sent out to your database anything about the Packer schedule, I would highly recommend you using the smart plan. And then Lindsay also just released the apple orchards smart plan. So these are all the apple orchards in the area. Now remember, a lot of those are like early September-ish when they start. So you might want to maybe schedule this out for next week or the following week, something like that. And then if your Spheres missed the Camo Crew event that we had a couple of weeks ago, there's one last chance. It'll be in the Lake Country at the Oakwood Church in Heartland on Saturday, the 26th. So that same time frame from 10 to 2. And so I would go ahead and send this out as well, because if they missed the opportunity in July that was here, there's one last chance for them to drive off that e-waste. Okay. And then coming soon will be Fall Festivals. That's the next one that's going to be released once she finalizes the dates and times for those festivals. So just don't forget to access these smart plans from Command. You go to your smart plans, go to your smart plan library and search for Milwaukee. And then make sure you're using the smart plans that were created by Lindsay. So they'll have her name on the bottom of them as well.
I was just going to say those smart plans are really, really helpful. We don't always cover all of the fine print in this. And actually we discovered that when for the e-waste recycle, it was $25 to drop TVs off. I did get a tube, yes, get a tube TV. And some of our people were caught unaware. I know if you don't know what a tube TV is, you're much younger than I am. Right before.
We saw some pretty fantastic like 1980s TVs comes out of people's cars. That, you know, the ones like with the wood, like the big box with like all the wood framing. Yeah, they were sweet. I appreciated seeing those.
Yeah. So, but those smart plans have kind of all of the fine print that your people are going to need to know, so that when they come, they're not surprised to hear this.
And then our training calendar for command and marketing workshops for the month. This week, we're actually going to be doing a database cleanup. So this is the perfect time of the year to get into your databases, make sure they're cleaned up, make sure you have contact information. And I'll show you some simple smart plans you can use to get missing pieces of contact information as well. And then we're going to finish the month off with getting you organized through tasks and checklists and opportunities, and through your reviews system through Command as well. And then, I don't know if anybody's opened up Command in the last couple of hours. There is a new paid ads experience for Facebook and Google ads. And so we're going to be going through that at the end of the month. Lindsay and I want to trial it out on a couple of volunteers before we teach everybody how to use it. So.
What time is it on?
It's Thursdays at 11 a.m. on Zoom.
And they're recorded and stored on our YouTube library. So if you can't get there, or you feel the need, you're like me, and you need to stop and rewind and say, oh yeah, I don't know how that didn't work. I don't know how to do that, then underlying patient, no side eye, I promise, and walk you through exactly.
And then just a reminder that Drew is leaving us this month. So if you know of anybody looking for an internship opportunity this fall, send them our way. We'd love to have them.
So all of this is designed to help you be hunters, right? Help you get your people into where they need to be so that you can help them find the deals that they need to find, okay? I also want to just, one last little bit of nugget from me, and then I will release you to the wilds. I've started diving into some different sales training books, and there are two that I recommend, Sales Truth, and Fanatical Prospecting. That second one is by Jeb Blount. The first one I think is by a guy named Sam Weinstein. But one of the things that stood out to me that I hear a lot from sales, I'm not a salesperson. You guys, sales is not a 4-letter word. It actually has 5 letters, right? But one of the things that I have learned in diving into these books and from my experience is that the better you are in terms of sales, the more skilled you are at listening to people and helping them navigate the conversations that you have, the more likely you are to help them solve the problem, whatever problem it is they're facing, right? So it doesn't necessarily mean they're going to buy. You're not going to convince anyone to do anything that they don't want to do, nor should you. That's not sales. Sales training helps you understand how to show up for people where you can kind of fade into the background and help them bring their challenge forward, and you match the solution to that. And these books kind of help you think about that, help you think about how to get out of the way and serve your clients better. It's totally optional opportunity for you guys. If anyone chooses to dive in, let me know. I'd love the opportunity to talk about them. All right. Any questions? Any last words? Final words before you go out? All right. Have an awesome day, you guys. Thank you so much.
Because I took it there that morning, so it's fine now. And I had like. Yeah.